It's New Comic Day, and this is your weekly reminder of what's new in the genre of horror comic books. Remember, this isn't a set of reviews, just a list of what you'll find when you hit the shops this week in comics horror, August 16th, 2023.
Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications.
Let's check out This Week in Comics Horror, August 16th, 2023. This Week in Indie Horror unleashes scares with the smaller presses. Prometheus in Chains from Red 5, Rich Davis and Jordan Direnzo retells the classic tale of Frankenstein and sets it during the height of World War II. Meanwhile, in the South Pacific, Black Demon Tales from Scout Comics offers up stories featuring a mythical giant shark that terrorizes anyone who enters its waters. American Mythology does some great work adapting movie horror to the paneled page. One of their more interesting titles continues the story of the controversial Silent Night, Deadly Night series, specifically the first two films, which featured a man who kills with various weapons while wearing a Santa suit. This one is from James Kuhoric, S.A. Czech, and Buzz Hasson. And Godzilla War for Humanity #1 brings a new story featuring the King of Kaijus. This one is about a woman who was saved by Godzilla when she was a little girl, and her belief that Godzilla is a force for good and not destruction, despite all of that destruction the monster causes. This is a fresh story by Andrew MacLean and Jake Smith. This Week in Image Comics brings a pairing of menacing titles worth looking out for. In Hell We Fight has dealt with angels and demons so far, but this issue introduces Woody, a demonically possessed ventriloquist dummy. Puppet horror is always creepy as hell, and Woody looks to be just the same in this third issue from John Layman and Geoff. And The Walking Dead Deluxe #69 continues to colorize the ongoing tale of Rick, Carl, Michonne, and the rest of the survivors in full bloody color as they battle nasty zombies and even nastier humans. This Week in Marvel Comics brings two horror takes from the House of Ideas. Declan Shalvey and Andrea Broccardo delivers the latest tale of the xenomorphs and the human and synthezoids who fight to keep them from destroying everything we know and love. And Benjamin Percy and Geoff Shaw tell the second chapter of the Weapons of Vengeance crossover in Ghost Rider #17, revealing the first meeting of Wolverine and Ghost Rider. It's not really horror, but still, it's got Ghost Rider in it, so it qualifies. This Week in DC Horror continues the 2-month-long crossover event, Night Terrors, that has been relatively unimpressive outside of its main book, to tell you the truth. This week brings the second issue of another 5 titles pitting heroes and villains against their worst nightmares. So out today is Joker's New Gal Punchline, written by Danny Lore, Catwoman by Teenie Howard, Wonder Woman by Josie Campbell, Nightwing from Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad, and Superman by Night Terror's lead wrangler, Joshua Williamson. Finally, I've got a trio of books I'm looking most forward to reading this week. I'm always game for a new issue of Something is Killing the Children. Issue #32 continues to tell the super suspenseful story of Erica the Monster Hunter, who has been exiled by her monster hunting cabal, but still finds herself protecting children from some pretty heinous monsters. This issue is from the usual crew of Tynion and Dell'Edera. The Call from Image Comics is a new series from Kelly Thompson and Matea de Iulis. It's described as a cross between the aforementioned Something is Killing the Children and The Goonies, so I'm in for at least the first issue to see what that's all about. I really like that expressive cover, too. And I really dug the first issue of Bryn Mawr last month, even though it took its sweet time developing the characters for most of the issue and kept the horror back until the last few panels. But Steve Niles has never let me down, and with Damian Worm on Images, I'm in for this story for the long haul. Well, those were 16 horror comics on the shelves this week. Surely there's something in here you'll find worth your time and money. Let me know which ones look good to you down in the comments.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're doomed. Oh, you're doomed. You're doomed. You're doomed. Live the life that you are meant to be. Live inside that